What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel, and we are less than a week away from arguably one of the most important events in the history of the entire NXT brand, WWE Worlds Collide. So I thought it would be fun to give you guys pretty much a bit of a expectation as to what we can see happen at Worlds Collide. So here is pretty much everything that you can expect to happen. But warning, potential spoilers ahead, and I emphasize potential. So as of now, there are only 5 matches on the card. We have the Undisputed Era versus Imperium. We have Rhea Ripley versus Toni Storm for the NXT Women's title. We have Finn Balor versus Ilya Dragunov. Angel Garza versus Isaiah Swerve Scott, and 2 superstars from NXT UK for the NXT Cruiserweight title. And then of course, Mustache Mountain against DIY. So looking at the match between Ripley and Storm, this has been an ongoing rivalry for the last couple years now. Sorry guys, I'm a little tired. Anyway, this whole thing started when Rhea Ripley became the first ever NXT UK Women's Champion. Toni Storm wanted to be the NXT UK Women's Champion because she wanted to be the fighting champion that the fans wanted to see, and unfortunately she did not get that far until last year's TakeOver Blackpool when she beat Rhea Ripley for said title. Unfortunately, she lost the title to Kaylee Ray back in Cardiff in August, and just this past Sunday she could not pull the trigger and regain the title. But luckily she does have an opportunity to win the NXT Women's title. This is going to be a very interesting matchup because while some people may not know this, Toni Storm may be currently residing in Gold Coast, Australia. She was actually born in New Zealand. I actually did some research and I found out that she was actually born and raised in New Zealand, but she moved to Australia to pursue a wrestling career, and she's done pretty well. I think if I remember right, she became the first ever Progress Women's Champion. She's won multiple women's titles in Japan, in Russia, pretty much all around the world, and even also the NXT UK Women's title. Not only that, but just a couple years ago? Yeah, I say about a couple years ago, she defeated Io Shirai. I think it was Io Shirai. Let me check my book here, because I believe it was Io Shirai. Let's see. Yep, I was right. Io Shirai. Toni Storm had defeated Io Shirai to become to win the Mania Classic, and that did wonders for her because she went on to NXT UK alongside Rhea Ripley. Both those women dominated the women's division with an iron fist. Now they're both going to face each other again for the NXT Women's title. Honestly, I am not going to make any predictions as of yet. I'm going to be making that prediction video next Wednesday, so be sure to stay tuned. So be sure to watch my channel for that video. But this is going to be a very interesting matchup because Toni Storm is more of a daredevil, high risk taking superstar. Rhea Ripley is more of a map based power game type of superstar. And again, it's Worlds Collide. It's Worlds Collide. So Rhea Ripley is on NXT in Florida, while Storm is in the UK, at NXT UK. I think the one thing that we can expect to happen is pretty much just a knockout brawl. Just this, I'm telling you right now, this will not be your catch the catch can wrestling match. This is going to be an absolute brawl. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that. But we could. But the one thing that we can expect to see happen is Tony Storm get called up from NXT UK up to NXT, because I think it's well. I think she's well past due. I think in my opinion her time has come to be on NXT UK. And I know that Rhea Ripley has only been on NXT for about a few months now. I think since the fall. But I think her time has come to get called up to the main roster. So we could see a new NXT Women's Champion. So going into Finn Balor versus Ilya Dragunov, these two are so much similar. They're both daredevils. They're they both take risks. They're more they're high flyers. And the one thing, but there's one key difference between the two. It's that Finn Balor has won more titles in WWE than, from what I understand, than Ilya Dragunov has around the world. Finn Balor is a former NXT champion. He's a former Universal champion and a two-time Intercontinental champion. And Finn Balor, along with Samoa Joe, for those who do not know, won the inaugural Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. I think it went Balor and Joe the first year. Second year was the AOP. Third year was the Undisputed Era, and then last year was the team of Aleister Black and Ricochet, two former NXT champions. So that was a really awesome tag team. But in this case, you really when it comes to Balor and Dragunov, you really can't. There's really not much you can expect from these two superstars, except the fact that this is going to be a very fast-paced matchup. Now we have DIY versus Mustache Mountain, two very, very, very successful tag teams. Obviously, Tyler Bate, the inaugural WWE United Kingdom champion, and he alongside Trent Seven, former NXT tag team champions. DIY, former NXT tag team champions in their own right. Gargano, former North American champion, but both DIY members, former NXT champions. This is going to be a very interesting matchup because DIY, they just got back together like last night. After the fact that if I can speak, after the fact that Johnny Gargano helped Tommaso Ciampa fend off against the Undisputed Era. Honestly, I don't know if this is such a good idea because for one, Tommaso Ciampa turns his back on Gargano at TakeOver Chicago 1 in 2017, and I actually saw that night. I saw that TakeOver. That just broke my heart because that was absolutely brutal. And it was only because of the fact that they could not regain the NXT tag team titles. And plus, Tommaso Ciampa had been dealing with the knee injury during that match, and Gargano literally saved Ciampa, literally sacrificed himself so Ciampa could attempt to get to the titles, but that didn't come about. And the last time these two teamed up together was actually, was it last year? Yeah. It was last year, as part of last year's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. I think if I remember correctly, they lost to Aleister Black and Ricochet, and Ciampa almost did a repeat of TakeOver Chicago, but Gargano was like, nope, I'm gonna beat your ass, and just slammed him through the LED board or the Titantron for that match. But anyway, yeah. So I'm not so sure if if that was such a good idea for DIY to come back together, but it is going. But again, DIY will be going up against Mustache Mountain. This is going to be a very interesting matchup. I cannot wait to give you guys my predictions for this match next Wednesday. But honestly, you never really know what you can expect from someone like Tyler Bate or someone like Johnny Gargano, though, because those two are going to be good. Because I think if I'm going to be honest about this match, DIY and Mustache Mountain are exactly the same. You got the high flying daredevil, risk taking style of Tyler Bate and Johnny Gargano, while at the same time you have the power game of Ciampa and Trent Seven. If you really think about it, they're polar opposites of one another. You really never know. You never know. But I think the one thing that we can expect to happen going into this match, absolute fireworks. The fans are going to be on their feet wanting this match. They've been wanting it for a while now, so it's finally going to happen. And also too, we also have Angel Garza against Isaiah Swerve Scott and two superstars from NXT UK. I think on just looking at Angel Garza and Isaiah Swerve Scott, you know what? Honestly, you know what? I think I'm going to wait because we are going to be getting the two qualifiers. So next week on NXT UK, it'll be Travis Banks versus the Brian Kendrick, and if I remember right, it's Ligero and someone I do not remember. My mind is just all of, I think, Jordan Devlin. I don't remember. Comment below if you guys remember. Ooh, you know what? Maybe I can look it up on Instagram. Give me a moment. Maybe I can look it up on Instagram. But while I'm looking it up, I think again, while I'm looking it up, going into the cruiserweight title matchup, you really don't. It's literally like there's nothing you can expect. Unfortunately, I can't find anything. Yeah. So at this point, I really can't find anything. I really can't find it. But or you know what? There might be someone else I can. Never mind. Anyway, sorry guys, I couldn't find it. Anyway, honestly, with this Fatal 4-Way match, there's really nothing you can expect. It's gonna be the exact same as you would normally see on 205 Live. There's really nothing you can expect. Anyway, with that being said, now we got the Undisputed Era versus Imperium. These two factions have been super dominant in their own respective brands. Obviously, Walter, being the first member of Imperium to come into NXT UK, last year's Takeover Blackpool, and then of course to later on, I think Fabian Eichner came a little bit later on in the year, I think in the 2018-2019 year, honestly just doing his own thing. And then Barthel came in as well, and then those three just start kind of banded together, and then during the 6-man tag between Imperium and British Strong Style, Alexander Wolf came in the fray, came into the fray. Now all 4 members of Imperium are here. Walter is the only member of Imperium to have a championship, that being the WWE United Kingdom title. Actually still holding the title by successfully retaining it against Joe Coffey via a tap out, which was very unfortunate. And then, of course, to the Undisputed Era, you got Adam Cole, the NXT Champion. You got Roderick Strong, the NXT North American Champion. You got Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, the NXT Tag Team Champions. I believe all 4 of them, supposedly they're going to be defending their titles at the next takeover, which will be next month in Portland, and I believe it will be I think Adam Cole's going to be defending against Tommaso Ciampa. I'm not so sure about that, but this match, Imperium Undisputed Era, it's going to be all over the place. This is going to be absolute pandemonium. I can't wait to see what this match will bring to the table a week from this Saturday at Worlds Collide. And with that being said, that's going to do it for this video. Those are just my thoughts anyway. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about these matches, and give me your thoughts on it. Who do you guys think is going to win? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, smash that thumbs up button. And if you guys are new to this channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. And also too, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links will be down in the description below. And if you guys have any fan mail that you want to send me, letters, Yu-Gi-Oh cards that you want me to sign, send back to you guys, or whatever, my address will be in the description at the top of the description below, because I want to hear from you guys. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.